YouTube subscribers, Omega Apex 128 here for another edition of Josh's Vlog. I know it's been a while since I've done a video blog as of recently. Been very busy, very busy. So, you know, we'll actually be seeing progressively more and more videos up, you know, sooner than normal. So, let's go ahead and get started. I know it's been a while. I know there have been a lot of my previous videos in which I talked about my Sega CD and 32X and everything like that. We're just going to go ahead and skip that for now. I'd like to introduce a little console that I just recently got. And I present to you the Famicom, the Nintendo Family Computer, released in Japan on July 15th, 1983. This right here is big. It was released in the American market back in 1985 as the gray box, the Nintendo Entertainment System. But the Famicom is where it all started. I mean, the Famicom brought the 8-bit generation to the gaming industry, basically. Released in 1983, obviously only in Japan. Now, it did not release until 1985 in the United States, and for good reason. The Japanese gaming market came to the United States in '85, just in time after the video game crash, as we all know, of '83. Of course, all those horde games that were made for Atari and Television, ColecoVision, everything like that. The American video game sector was down in the toilet. The Nintendo Entertainment System, made by Nintendo Company, brought gaming back, and it really helped. It spawned the era of the console wars between Nintendo and Sega, obviously. Sega had released their Master System back in the early 80s, while when Nintendo released the Nintendo Entertainment System in '85, a couple of years later came the release of the Sega Genesis, obviously the 16-bit system. The graphics were better, but in the end, we all know how it turned out. But basically, I do have several games here. The cartridges are actually pretty cool here. I mean, look here, we have Gradius. It looks like we have another game here. It just says Game and Robot. I'm not sure what it is, obviously. I mean, they are Japanese games. Here's a soccer game that I have. And then, of course, I saw this and I just couldn't resist, but I went ahead and got Tetris for it as well. If you know me personally, you know that I love Tetris. Now, the one thing that really got me excited about this whole situation, which you may have seen a couple pictures surface, whether it be on my Facebook page right here, or my MySpace page, I had a picture of a system that looks like this. Now, I found this at a Value Village here in Washington. I was not sure of what this system was. It's about the size of an NES Advantage controller, and it's got the two controller ports on the front, the universal controller ports that we see. These controller ports were popular on the Atari. They were popular on the ColecoVision, Sega Genesis, the Panasonic 3DO. So it's a universal controller port. What led me to believe that this system had been made in the 80s, number one, was the RF modulator right there. Obviously, the little cable gray box that you would plug into the system that came with the NES, I mean, it's right there. The next thing that indicated to me that it was made in the 80s was the actual audio-video port on here. The audio-video, as we all know on modern consoles, are yellow and white. But here we have a yellow and red, which is the same color as on the NES. So it took me a very long time to figure out exactly what this console was, and it wasn't until I got the Famicom to confirm that this console is indeed an American NTSC format version of the Famicom. So, I mean, honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, if I try to, plug this into my TV, it's not going to work. It runs on the PAL format, 50 hertz. I took the exact same connections that went into that Famicom and plugged it into this system, and it worked beautifully. My unknown system turned out to be a Famicom, so that very much excited me. I don't know how rare those consoles are. If you have any idea, I mean, let me know. Post it in the comments. You know, shoot me a video or anything like that. Just let me know. I'm very curious to find out. So that pretty much covers that. I guess the other thing that I always could cover, of course, would be the controllers. The controllers for the family computer were actually built into the console itself. They're actually pretty cool. They got the red and gold. Nintendo actually did release a special edition Game Boy Advance Micro. No, it wasn't a Game Boy Advance Micro. It was called a Game Boy Micro special edition that looked like the Famicom. It was really, really cool because of those faceplates and everything. What's pretty unique about this, the Player 2 controller actually has this volume control on it with a microphone built into the control. I'm not entirely sure what that's all about or what games that it could be pertaining to, but you know, it's something to do some further investigating into. So, that pretty much wraps up the blog. The only thing that that concerns me about my console, of the unknown system, I have tried every controller that I have that fits into that port, and I can't seem to get it working. I don't know if it's a specific controller that I need, or if the controller ports just aren't working. I mean, I checked all the connectors on the circuit board, and everything does seem to be fine and functional. I just think it's a particular controller that I need to find, and I'm really having a hard time finding it. So again, if anyone out there knows, by all means, let me know, because I've got no idea. On a side note, though, everything at ACS is going great. Definitely some good things happening there. Janista and I are really heading strong right now. We're coming close up onto our 2-month anniversary, which is, that's pretty nice right there. I've really enjoyed everything with her and everything. My dad has deployed. He's back now in Iraq. He'll be there for a year. I just, if he's watching this right now, I wish him the best. I really do miss him, and you know, I just, you know, I hope I can see him again soon. As far as everything goes with my family in Pennsylvania, again, I don't know when I'm going to be home yet. I know I was pushing for a Christmas time visit, but I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to swing that quite yet. But I'll keep you updated. Like I said, not a whole lot else going on right now. Again, the collection is going great. Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? So that's pretty much it, anyway. I mean, this is Omega Apex 128 signing off. Until next time, keep playing video games, and you know what? I think next time we're going to go ahead and cover the Philips CDI. I have the Magnavox version, but let's go ahead and take a look at that console, and might be okay.